Hello everyone, Voodoo here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over the Ovinax Fight as Havoc, kind of like how I've done with the first 4 bosses in the raid. So we're doing like the talent builds and just some tips and tricks, as well as just going over my kill of the fight. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's Goose in the background here, and let's get on to it. All right, first things first, talent build. So this is the talent build I would play. Now if you're wondering, Voodoo, that's the single target build. Oh, here, I guess, there you go. Yeah, it is. I don't really think you need the AoE build on this fight. I guess it really depends on your comp. We'll talk about that in a second. Some choices here. I would recommend Sigil of Misery. It's just kind of useful for an extra CC on an ad set if you need it. Also, sorry, Goose is in the background here, and I think he sees a bug, so he might be a little loud. But sorry about that. Anyways, Sigil of Misery is pretty useful to grab just in case you need like an emergency stop on the parasites. One of the most important parts of this fight is making sure parasites do not infect people, because every time a parasite infects somebody, it really screws everything up. Because you get parasites that you have to waste 40 million damage in when no one has any cleave on the boss. And really important, you just don't parasite yourself. That's also why we're taking wave debilitation. Obviously, Chaos Nova is pretty useful because you have it every single wave. It's a 45-second cooldown. The thing with this too is that it just slows them by 60%, which helps them kind of stay stacked up. Now on the kill, I wasn't assigned to Chaos Nova, the other Demon Hunter was. I still use mine basically every time just to keep them stacked up for a little extra second longer. It really doesn't matter for cleave. Other than that though, pretty standard stuff here. So I would recommend this if you really need ad damage. If the parasites are taking forever to die, I would play something like this. This is the Mythic Plus build, obviously. Can swap out Inner Demon for Glaive Tempest if you want. I would just play Inner Demon, it's more single target. Same with why I'm not playing Blind Fury. Dancing with Fate is more single target. And I'm saying single target in this fight because the boss needs to die and the boss has a crazy amount of HP. But you can play this. Alternative, you can also drop like a point for Isolated Prey. I'm not really sure what to drop for that. It would probably be Inner Demon and do something like this. This lets you kind of pre-cook your Rage Fires a bit and explode them onto the packs. But again, only really if you don't have a lot of AoE damage, right? If you don't have your Fury Warriors, you don't have Frost Death Knights. We didn't have a Frost Death Knight in the kill. We have one now. But even then, I wouldn't really play this build. I would really recommend playing the single target build for just how much more single target damage you're going to do to the boss, because it's so important. So that's that. Let's take a quick look at the fight. All right, everybody, so here is the fight. Now I'm going to walk you through what I did. So a bit of a weird opener because I'm using Mad Queens on pull. And I want to have my Sigil buff for my Essence Bait combo here. So I don't send meta on pull, again, because of how much we need the AoE damage. I'm saving it for whenever we have the bugs. So there's one set basically every single time. The very first set is by far the hardest set in every single zone. So if you can get through the first set, you're basically set for that zone. If you get through it cleanly and no one messes up the egg soaks, of course. Would really recommend blurring on these ingest black bloods. Other than getting soaks, there's not a ton of other damage coming out in the fight. Unless you like miss a kick or fuck up an egg or something. And I found the blur to be pretty useful here. Here's the first egg set. Now my guild actually made this on our own weak aura here that assigns people to each numbered egg. We don't use the markers that you'll see a lot of people do. I get an egg at some point, but it's very important on this egg set that you really get in like the nook between the 2 eggs here. One of the big things that causes a lot of wipes is that people don't realize that the circle needs to overlap the very center of each cluster of eggs. So something like this big one here, it needs to be in the very center of this egg, not just like touching it, right? So you really kind of need to be as deep into this little butt crack here between the 2 eggs as possible. Hard to see with this pause. We can maybe find it here. So you see how these 2 are like really deep in this set here? You really want to be in there, really want to be deep in there. So this is the first egg explosion. You'll do a lot of your damage here. That dropped down. So I'm cutting potion here. I'm using my full burst. I am kicking the worm egg, so I have a focus macro there. I can provide that for people in the description, just so you know it's a mouse over focus, and then it's just a kick focus macro. Would really recommend it. There's a lot happening in this fight that's really important that you keep track of, so it's good to have a little thing there. Another small thing you can do is just save Vengeful Retreat for so you can dispel yourself. Now I trust our healers. They honestly were pretty good at dispelling towards the end. I ate a puddle, don't do that, but sometimes it happens because you can't see. You can save VR to just like dispel yourself. Make sure you're not in melee when that happens, because there's a few times where bad things happen. So I'm on egg set 6, so immediately whenever you do it, just go over and don't try and greed damage on the boss. The other guy I was with definitely doing that. I'm just playing it safe. We have the damage to kill this boss. I'm not trying to do anything crazy here. Here's the egg set. This egg set always took a little bit longer, so I often did the fucking stun thing here. Just made it a little bit better. But yeah, we're just cleaving off and clearing. So the main thing here is like just mob control. The better you can deal with your parasites, the less like you have them running around everywhere, the better you're going to be. And you'll have Essence Break and I-Beam for basically every single egg set, which is why it's just kind of important that I think you play single target, because you have more than enough AoE damage. And you just want to deal damage to the boss afterwards, which we'll get to. So 11, I'm going over to my egg set. So this one here is where I'm talking about. You really want to be up against this egg, or else you might not trigger it. I'm doing my trinket here. It might be better to save the trinket for like meta, but I just use it on cooldown. Just why not? I don't know. Didn't really check either way. Just felt like doing it. So here we go. So since the kill, so this is actually a little different. I think what they did is they actually added a little bit more time to each section. So you'll see me hold my next Essence Break, but I think you can send it and still get it back. I'm not 100% sure on that. Now you could meta here. If you meta it on pull, you will get a meta here and we'll have it back for Lust. Obviously, I'm saving it for the egg sets because that's the hardest points of the fight. I am sending Immolation Aura and Sigil of Flame though, because I will get those back. I'll get them back before I need them. So I think you could probably do I-Beam here. Let's check. So they added another 5-second delay. So if we add 5 seconds here, I think we will end up getting it back. But if that 5 second is removed, it might have been a bug, then I don't think you will. Yeah, egg break's coming up. It'll be close. I'm not 100% sure if you could there. I think you definitely can, but you may end up missing this egg set, which is bad. So again, blur here. This is a really dangerous egg set. If you end up getting the egg break, which I didn't, this is where you want to immune. Because a lot of swirlies come out right as the eggs break, and it's really hard to see them. They can just hit you so easily. So same thing as always. Save meta for the big dangerous sets. These are always the hardest ones. There's just the most stuff happening. This one, it's also really important that you kind of kill a spider. You really want to kill one of the spiders because your tanks are just being blasted here by them. Whenever you have 3 spiders up, you're pretty much in danger. We got a parasite there. Not too bad. We can just kind of stun them under boss and not too big of a deal. If you're ranged or you're melee and you get a parasite on you, you need to stun them, you need to kite them into melee, you cannot let them get you. If they ever finish their infect cast, then they're going to infect you and there's nothing you can do about it, and you're going to get 2 more, and it's on you to be in melee when those pop. So we got 7 here. 7 is this isolated little egg set over here. 8 was on the wrong one. I pop my trinket beforehand so I can get it in case it's one of the other 2. Obviously this one's the circle, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Go in and just kind of blow everything up like always. I'm on kick X. I'm on kick 5, so it never comes up. But again, we're just cleaving here. So generally the priority for these things is you can cleave the worms down. If there's 3 spiders, you want to kill the spiders, or if they live for a while. And then parasites, if there's any isolated parasites, need to be focused down before they infect somebody. Also, sometimes tank will just call and be like, oh, I'm dying, please kill the spider. And obviously we do that. I did miss my Mad Queen's reset, which sucks. This one we don't actually do too much to get them together. We should be probably a little closer to the egg set, but it's not like a big deal. So this one comes out. 11 is way back in that corner there, so it's very important you don't miss that. And again, you know, I-Beam, just saving everything, and then just absolutely blowing up this ad set. Here you do want to kill a spider. I don't know if we focus a spider or not, if we have enough cleave. We lost our warrior, which sucks. So him being dead here is honestly a lot of damage missed. Yeah, we focus. I think we have our Shadow Priest focusing a spider. I don't remember. So we're at the point here where the reason why I said single target damage is important is coming up. So if you get this boss to 30% before he finishes the cast, as he's draining the very final canister, right? So the suck, whatever, the next canister, 30% as he's finishing that cast, and you lost. You can skip a bunch of egg breaks in the last section, which is what we do here. You will see it on this kill. I really recommend trying to do this. All these worms suck. They're horrible to do. So we got him to 30% as he's sucking down. Nowadays, we're getting it was like 22% on our rekill or something like that, which is crazy. I think they added some time as well to the fight. But as he's finishing this cast here, if he's at 30% or lower, then you're going to lust. Well, you're always going to lust here, but you're going to skip egg breaks. So we skip this egg break. We do it later. Oh no, not that one. We skip this one of these ones over here. We break this one and we break the first row, and that's it. We'll see where we are here. So I actually end up, like, you want to save meta, you want to save everything for this thing. I meta just to live. I think. No, that wasn't this pull. I don't remember. But I think I didn't have, we'll see. So we don't break this one. Yeah, no, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. This was a different pull and I'm talking about, ignore me. But we don't break this one. You're supposed to, but we don't break it because we're not gonna get to this section here. So we're lusting, I'm getting everything ready. Pop your second potion, pop all your trinkets, pop everything, and just absolutely blow this pack up. And then you just kind of blow the boss up. So we didn't break this egg set. We're gonna go over here and just break one in the next set. Now these ads obviously need to die, but the boss damage has to be committed here as well. But with lust and CDs, it should go down. We lost our hunter, which is a big deal. BM is like most of our boss damage in this fight. So it sucks when you lose them, but it is what it is. So first set, we skipped that one egg. Second set, we are only doing this coin egg here instead of like the 4 that normally happens. And again, the reason for that is that we just want to clear the first 2 rings of eggs because the boss is at 30% or lower. That's going to be really important to do it there. There's not a ton of too important Havoc stuff here, right? You're just like saving all your CDs for each egg break and just going off that. But 5 goes off, breaks just this one. It is the only egg set we're doing here. Everyone else just fucks off. We don't worry about it. Go in, kill this egg break. Should be pretty quick. It's just like a bunch of parasites and the worm. Go ahead and kill it, and boss is at 10%, 8%, and we at this point we're pretty much home free. The only way we don't kill it is if we miss a kick, someone dies, and we like somehow don't have enough damage. Though we kill with like a pretty good amount of damage left. I think we end up doing it with like we have like 5 seconds left, which is pretty good for first kill. So at this point, we're just like, do not break anything. We're killing this boss, so I'm just using all my buttons as they come up. I'm not saving anything, which, you know, damage just kind of drop off a bit at the end because of that, and because also we're like not killing a bunch of eggs. So see here, I'm just like, okay, I just cannot trigger an egg. Like that's all that matters here. And we kill the boss, which is pretty good. So honestly, the hard parts of this fight are just making sure your CCs are in order. Using your, if you want to see my pop off, by the way, you can look up on Twitch. There's our loot, fine loot. The hard parts of the fight are just using your CC on the ads. This is going to be a lot of your wipes. It's just getting these ads together and getting them clean. Use Sigil Misery, use Chaos Nova, use Fell Eruption. Fell Eruption and Sigil Misery are good on like isolated ads out there. Use your Glaive to slow them. You really just need to make sure you're killing parasites so that the parasites don't get out of control. And just saving your CDs basically for each egg break. If you need that boss damage, you can meta pull. Generally, I don't think that's super worth it. For us on this fight, Havocs were our big AoE. If you have Frost DKs, maybe you can do pull and be a little bit better, because you will obviously have I-beam for every single egg set. It's just going to be a call on if you need more boss damage, or if you need more AoE damage. It's going to depend on what you need, what your raid need, what's your individual comp requires, stuff like that. But overall, it's honestly like a pretty fine fight. There's a lot of AoE damage, which is obviously kind of fun. It's a bit of a dance. It's very scripted, which is kind of cool. So there you go. That's Ovinax. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see the full unedited clip, it's up on Twitch. Let me know what you think. Obviously, not like a ton of super specific Havoc stuff here. Just me kind of talking over the fight. But hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty cool fight, honestly. They cooked a little too hard, maybe, but I think overall it was honestly like I felt good killing it. It was a fun kill. So that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. A big thank you to all my channel members. Thank you rpalms46, Fear Redefined, Justin Penny, Callum Price, Gabriel Correa, Magic Man 133, Belfafa Dern Dark Terror, Sky Elk, and Brad Wisniak. Thank you guys so much. If you want to become a channel member and just support me a little bit, link in the description. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.